Okay, I promised you girls that I would try to show you how to do the headings and the table of contents and the citations in Google Docs. So here we have Google Docs. Let me take a new file, a new copy. Okay, so here I'm going to skip to my second page. I wanted a clean copy, not this. I want a clean copy. File, new document. Okay, so here we have a new document. And my first page, of course, we said it's going to be our title page. So we'll just put in the title here. And we would want that to be in the center. I'm not sure there's a way to do that, but I'm not going to go into it now. And here we go. That would be in the center, and we'll want to make it a little larger, so we could make it larger. Okay, we'll go. Our second page is going to be the table of contents, and then the third page is where we're going to start the paper. Let's go back to our regular alignment. Okay, so here, if I want to make this a heading, okay, I go into Format, Paragraph Styles, Heading 1. And I say Apply Heading 1. There it is, Heading 1. Okay? I think there's also a way you can show the outline here if you want on the side. So then I can, do Enter. Why am I not? Let's turn the light on. And then I can start writing my introduction. And then later I want to add another heading. So I'm going to write, I don't know, it was Snow White, right? And again, I can do Format, Paragraph Style, Heading 1. Now notice you can also do Control-Alt-1. You have a shortcut here. So you could do Control-Alt-1. And if you want to do a subheading, we want to talk about her, right? We said her personality. Now, instead of going through the format, I'm going to try to do Control-Alt-2. You can't see that, but there it goes. Now we have a sub. Okay, and we're going to write that. And then we want to get to the, say, the personal reaction. That was a heading. So again, I can do Control-Alt-1, and I made it into a heading. And the other option, again, is to do Format, Paragraph Style, and make it a heading. Okay, and then when I want to do my table of contents, right, which we're going to do here on the second page, we do Insert. Insert, and the very bottom we have Table of Contents. They give us a couple of styles, and there we go. There's our table of contents. I do have to write here. It doesn't write it for you. Okay, so you can do it that way. And there's also an option to update it. If I added something else, I can update it. Okay, so there is the way we do the table of contents and with the headings. Then the other thing that we want to look at is citations and bibliography. So we're going to do Tools, and we're going to click on Citations. And that opens up a little sidebar here. Remember, there are different styles. The default here is MLA. In Word, it's APA. It doesn't really matter to me a lot which one you use. And then let's go somewhere where we're going to have a citation. So first of all, I have to add a citation source. Okay. Now, there is one advantage here. If I go into website, okay, and remember we used this wicked stepmother from Wikipedia. If I copy the URL, okay, and I go back to my document here, and it says search with a URL, I go like this, and I do search, and it will give the information for me. I don't have to copy paste everything. The only thing I'm not happy with is that it doesn't give an author. If I do continue, I would prefer to write down contributors as my author. And then I can add the citation source, and here I have a citation source. Now, where I want to actually insert the citation, let's say I wanted to insert it here. If I mouse over here, right, this pops up, cite. And then I can click on cite, and there it goes. Contributors, no date. That's interesting that it didn't have a date, because it did have retrieved. In Word, it did give a date. Of course, I could edit this. And I could put in the published year, 2024. Okay, I don't see any reason why I should do that. And then I wonder if let's try to cite it again. Now it put the date in. So I would put in the date for Wikipedia. I don't see any reason not to have a date when it was last updated. Now let's do another one. Remember we had this Women in Fairy Tales, so I'm going to just take the URL and copy it and go back here. I want to do add citation source, and again it's a web page, and I'm going to put in the URL, and I'm going to do search, and there it came up with all the information for me. I didn't have to type in everything by hand, and I write continue. Okay, and then now I was just wondering at the end, when I want to put in a bibliography, oops, put that here. When I want to add a bibliography, there is a way to do that. I think it was tool. No, I remember doing that. What was it? Up here somewhere. Add citation. I did this before. I did this as a draw. Oh wait, let's do add citation source. Here, insert references. This is where you do the bibliography. Now I only actually cited one. And when I do insert references, two of them come up. And here it says remove sources not cited in the text from references. So I like want to do that, but it doesn't do that for me. I don't know why. So you just have to be careful and make sure that you actually have a citation for both of these, and not just, I don't see it doesn't like do the check marks. Okay, so here I have the citation from Wikipedia. Let's do here another citation from my second source. Now I have my two citations, and I have the and I can't stand to make a spelling mistake. Okay, so I have my two citations and two sources. Of course, you want not two, you want three sources, so you would add a third one. And I also don't see a place to update here. If you add another source, I think the easiest thing is to just remove this altogether and insert the references again. And here, if you want to remove something, there are options here on the side. You can edit, like if you wanted to add something manually, you can edit and you can remove it. So that's how you do it in Google Docs. Now I do want to make one comment. I made this bridging template, okay, which is fine to use, but some of you left this format as heading 1. This was just to inform you that this should be formatted as heading 1, even though I actually already formatted it for you. But make sure, but remove this. You don't want this in your, right here. I had heading 1, I had heading 2, just so you can see how it's done. But when you update this, right, you're going to remove that. Okay, and when you get to the end, of course, you're going to have to add your own sources. Okay, I'm taking this one off. I don't want you to have any sources. I'll do delete. So if you use if you decide to use this template, you will put in your sources. Okay, of course, you'll download the template. You won't write on this one. You will download it, or you'll make a copy of it. You can make a copy of it, save it under your name, and you can use the template if you're doing in Google. And remember, you'll open this for the citations.